Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Corinne from Grace Note Stitchers, and I've been asked to show you how to load the Rolaframe. So that is what I'm going to do today. Is I have a project for my Rolaframe, and I'm going to put it on for you. So first off, I'm going to show you all the pieces. Okay, go ahead and set the camera down. I will edit this out. Okay, now can you see the table? Okay, so first off, we have mine are 10-inch bars. One end is black, one end is red. Does not matter which one I use where, as long as they stay together. Same thing with my 24-inch rods, black and red. So I just have to keep them together. I'm going to go ahead and take these apart. It does not matter. These are just washers, but I do keep them. You can see the grooves. That's where I'm going to set my rods into once I have my fabric loaded. It's okay if they don't see this side of it. I have a puppy sitting on my companion chair where, well, I guess I'm sitting in Colleen's seat. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bars apart, or my rods apart. You can see those spikes. This is where my, can they see the spikes? This is where my fabric will load, and this is what's going to hold the fabric into place. You may ask, because I've done Omnique tutorials, I do love my Omnique still. These are just an alternative that's a little bit cheaper, and I use my smaller projects with these. This is 24 inches, which is as big as I would go with a Rolaframe. Because with a Rolaframe, I don't always need to have it on my stand. All right, so I'm going to try to line this up as straight as I possibly can. And try not to go over into that groove area. I know that I have a little extra room, so I'm going to use that spike. They're galvanized nails, if you want to know what they really are, as my guide, because then I know I won't go over into where the rod. And I try to go through my holes so that I don't stress the material in any way. That's just me. Some people just kind of slide it down in. But anybody who knows me knows I'm super particular. Sorry, this takes a little bit of time. But my other benefit from using these over Omnique, besides the price, I don't have to make those fabric sleeves for them. All right, now let's just make sure that I'm not over into my channel. I am a teeny bit, so we'll see when I roll it up. Okay, so I'm snapping them together just so that I don't pull it off, because I tend to pull it off. Okay, now we'll make sure it's all lined up. I do this just to make sure that I have it where I want it to be. And then we'll keep pulling my fabric. See, I'm making sure my fabric stays even as I pull. And I know it looks funny, but it works. All right, we're all lined up. I'll pull it away from closer to me. All right. Keeping it nice and straight. I'm going to go a little faster at the bottom here. I'm pulling taut over there. Okay. Go ahead and snap that on. And you always have to be careful that you have your red and red and your black and black. All right. Now I know these are correct. So I'm going to set these up right. And I want them larger. You can actually use these in 2 different sizes. So you have your smaller channels and your larger channels. I am, of course, going to roll from the bottom because I've already started this project. And I'm got to leave that much up there for me to actually stitch with. Or stitch on. You can either roll on the table or in your hands. I'm just trying not to make so much noise. Fuzzies as I go. in my channels. Okay. Now I'll snap the lids on the tops. Okay. Now I gotta make sure that, yep, I got all my red and black. Okay, we'll just put these on. Now you can see this is definitely not drum tight. I like mine tighter, as a lot of you do. Ah! I'm just gonna give it one little twist so that that doesn't happen again. Alright. It's okay if they don't see me doing the right hand side. Doing the same thing over here. Okay, now I need to make sure I have room to work up here. So I'll go like this. And it's nice and tight, but I still have room for myself to be up there. Now I'm going to tighten this as tight as it can go. Both sides, top and bottom. And now I can still roll because I left myself loose on this. So I am going to tighten this and tighten it and tighten it until it's tight. You can see it's getting tighter. Now I don't want to, you know, yank out there. So if you ever have that, the edge of the fabric, and I always know the name and then I forget the name. You do want to cut that off. I don't have any fabric here. You know, the store-bought, the orange part. So there we go. Fabric is all loaded. If you like it tighter, as you roll it, you can tighten it a bit more, which I'm probably going to unloose it because it's nice and tight here, but it's still loose in here. So I'm going to just kind of undo this and tighten it more at the bottom. But there we are. Loaded Rolaframe. You know.